So, entrepreneurs video. I'm not going to talk about my current project or projects, but I want to talk about one of the things I saw today. So I was checking out one of my friends' digital pages, their digital business on Facebook, and I'm really proud of her. She's doing a great job. She's going through the hard part, which is, the ups and downs of the energy and motivation. So, when you do these things, you have highs and lows. You have highs and lows in the same day. Sometimes you have highs and lows over a month. But you just got to keep going at it. Interesting thing. I was chatting with a friend of mine who's moved his business to the Philippines. So he and I were discussing. He left the legal profession and he moved off to the Philippines to make rum. Hey. So I was telling him that one of my current little side projects makes about $4,000 a month. It's cool. And he said, "Well, you know what, Greg? If you move to the Philippines, $4,000 a month is all you need." I'm going like, yeah, I don't want to move to the Philippines, but that's an interesting point. I mean, success and with what you want to do with these projects and things of this nature are all depend on where you live and what you're shooting for, and the goals you want. My friend was talking about in her video, how would you like to make an extra $100 a month? How would you like to make an extra $200 a month? What would you do with an extra $300 or $400 a month? And that's a good point. I mean, that's a lot of money in some cases, and you need to figure out what works for you. I mean, most people don't need to make $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000 a month. An extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month in a digital space that costs you very little, except for your time and energy, like I'm doing right now, sitting in one of my offices talking about it. It is important that you get out there and give something a shot. Not everything will work. For me, I've had more failures than I've had successes. But the successes and failures have been fun. And in the end, they've provided me with a reasonably good living. Granted, I'm not sitting on yachts. I don't have my own private plane. I've had a friend or two who've had those. But I don't need those. I enjoy life, and you should enjoy what you do and enjoy the rewards of doing it and whatever cash you're going to get from it. So whatever your motivation is, if it's to make $100, $200, $300, $400 a month more, if it's to make $5,000, $10,000 a month more, whatever it is, you should do it. If you don't try, as my father once said, if you don't try, you've already failed. You've got nothing better to do than to give it a shot, especially in this day and age. I mean, I use PayPal for my subscription-based services. And I use their webhooks to report back to my software that updates the license keys of my software. You don't have to be that sophisticated, but it even sends you an email. I mean, that's PayPal. There's Stripe, and there's other services that make collecting money fast and simple. Again, I've said before, I used to use Visa and MasterCard on some of the software I sold way back in the day, and the downside of that was dealing with paperwork because they were so embedded in paperwork. They would mail you things, you'd have to report things, it was just, you would need a full-time person to deal with a simple sales of products. But the new way, PayPal's gotten a lot better. When I started with PayPal, it wasn't worth the time, but PayPal's gotten better, and I think maybe Stripe and some of the other ones have really forced their hand, and I even believe that there's you could use Google too. Google Pay, they take a little bit more out of your wallet. I haven't really checked recently. But I guess what I'm trying to say is you don't need to hire an accountant or a bookkeeper anymore to deal with a simple app that brings you, $2, $3, $5, $10,000 a month. Something simple, something that you can put out there. Yeah, my friend has got this wonderful nutrition plan. She's making a couple grand a month. What could you do with an extra couple grand a month? I mean, let's look at the simple stuff. If you had an extra couple grand a month, what would you do? You could buy a car. You could pay for your gas. You could pay for your electricity bills. You could pay down your Visa. There's lots of things you can do. It's entertaining, so you're making money. You're enjoying what you're doing. It's a challenge. It's a win-win. And if you're lucky enough to be a mosquito that finds a vein, you could make a lot of money. but making a lot of money is also, it's a relative thing. How much is enough money for you? What's the give and take on this? After a certain point in time, and I think 99.995% of us will never reach there, making a lot of money also might require 80, 90 hours a week of work, and I don't want to work that hard anymore. I did when I was younger. I don't anymore. I want to enjoy my time. I want to enjoy what I'm doing and make money. And you should too. You should be able to make money passively or semi-passively, and you should be able to go out and enjoy your life and do it, and maybe have an extra office or an extra building or maybe an extra car. And I'm looking at a car on one of my projects, so we'll see. Anyway, hey, I thought I'd share this with you. Now, I need you to do something for me, because even though I am not monetized, YouTube is still selling advertisements on my channel. Probably because it's an entrepreneur's channel, to be honest. And so what I would like you to do is please subscribe. Because if you subscribe and I get to 1,000 viewers and 40,000 hours of watching stuff, and I'm about 10% of the way there, some of the advertisements that YouTube is placing on my channel, I'll get some money on. Now, granted, it's more of a principle of the thing situation. I mean, I don't begrudge YouTube for selling advertisements on my channel. I just sort of wish that I'd get some of the money. It's a steak dinner. It's going out and getting soda. It's getting gasoline in the car. I'll never be a big YouTuber. I will never probably ever be have more than a few thousand subscribers. But it's a sort of a principle of the thing. So if you can do me the favor and you've seen this video, just subscribe. I mean, it helps. It helps me get to that point where I thought, YouTube can pay a tank of gas for me once a month. That'd be fine. Lots of things that that entrepreneurs don't understand. Multiple streams of income are important. And why do I say that? Because a single stream of income can be cut off. Multiple streams are important. What you need to do is you need to find 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to make the money that you need, because 1 or 2 of them at any given time can expire. The window can close, your customers can go out of business, your customers, what's even worse, your customers can get bought up and by a larger company or a larger service and no longer need your service or no longer provide what you want. There's lots of variables in life that change your business, and what you need to do is find at least 3, maybe 5 streams of income. At any given time, I try to push 3 or 5 streams of income myself. That way there's always a buffer flow coming in of some sort of cash, stock or software services or consulting services. I might just do another consulting service right now while I'm waiting for one of my other customers to pay me. So anyway, it's just all important that you do this. You find multiple streams of income, and if you could subscribe to this channel, maybe I can get some beers or maybe some more tequila or something of this nature and some gasoline. Anyway, with that being said, subscribe to my channel, give it your best shot. Try something new. Don't only try one thing and think that one thing is going to be the grand slam that puts you, into orbit or puts you, wins the game for you. It's likely not. But you need multiple streams of income and multiple things to do, and you'll enjoy this. This is fun. This beats 9 to 5. This beats lots of things. You should do it. Anyway, hey. That's it for today. This is my rambling, my motivation for you to get out there, do your best, try something new, try another stream of income, use something simple like PayPal or Stripe or some simple way to collect cash from someone. Vimo, I believe. Anyway, set your business account up, do it. It's worth it. So, what can I say? Take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.